Ok, bandysim craftinti tokį ringą, Breach ringas. Šį sezoną jisai gan populiarus, nes visi mana stekeriai. Tai yra 3-1 mana, increase mana, cast speedas, and then prefixes. The last prefix can be increase spell damage per full energy shield if you're running energy shield. Cold damages, increase lightning damages. Priklausom ko jums reikia. Gali būti life'as, jeigu jūs life and mana stekeriai. Vienas iš tų. Tada suffixai, regardless, it can be resistances. Most likely resistances. So we're just gonna attempt to craft few. The only problems with this is if you take Breach Ring with tier 1 mana, 165, non-corrupted, they're gonna be expensive as fuck. I mean, not expensive as fuck, but you're gonna have shit tons of useless modifiers, which you don't really want. Same for cast speed. You can buy these for a divine, and then I'll combine them with cast speed. With cast speed for exalt, 10 house, 10 house, 300 exalts, 1 divine, 1 divine, 1 divine, 1 divine, 2 divines, and the best outcome is to do like that, just to recombine them. So we're gonna proceed with several options. I'll show you a couple. Gerai, dabar bandysim rekombinuoti mūsų tier 1 cast speedą su tier 1 mana. Ieškom, visą laiką imkit ringus 82 levelio, 82 bases, nes highest possible recombination chances. Tada pasimsim moment of recombination. While this item is active in your inventory, your next recombination is lucky. Lucky things are rolled twice for a better result. So we just activate those. Make sure you got black scythe artifacts, because that's what you're gonna be using for recombination. Come back after. Okay, I got lucky. I got 8 out of 15 tries. So I got tier 1 cast speed, tier 1 mana. Now we take in suffix. Do I have anywhere? Oh, I don't think so.
Your order is registered.
We desecrate all the suffixes. Then we take Omen of Death Crystallization, Perfect Core Competence will only remove suffix modifiers, because we can try to slam back in the cast speed with crystallizations, but to get a tier 1 mana with Perfect Exalt is a problem, because Perfect Exalt is a minimum level modifier 50, and if you look at not this, and if you look at the rings, mana, if you're trying to slam in with Perfect Exalt and Crystallization, it starts from 50, so you can get anywhere between tier 5 to tier 1, so anywhere between this. If you're trying to slam in cast speed, tier 1 is already 45, so with Perfect Exalt you will always get tier 1, so it's easier to do it that way. Now we just take Omen of Dexter Crystallization, take Perfect Essence of Mind, kuris duos mums 4 iki 6 increase maximum mana ir jisai į prefixą. Tai mes ieškom, kad numuštų Desecrationą. Nelaimėjom, laimėjom, laimėjom, nelaimėjom, 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 nelaimėjom. 2 laimėjom, zaibys, šitas zaibys. Dabar ką ant šitų galima padaryti, kas liko tik tai ant šitų. Tai yra pasiimti speed modifieris. Nebūtina iki 40 dėliot. Norit galit, nebūtina. Pasimsim Omen of Exaltation, Exalt will only add suffix modifier. Ir pasimsim Omen of Catalyzing Crystallization. Omen of Catalyzing Exaltation again. It will consume all the catalysts and try to slam in corresponding modifier, which is speed. And if you look at the cast speed is the only one. So if you look at the speed only has cast speed. So we're trying to slam in like that, and then we take perfect exalts. We get chaos, int, nothing amazing. We didn't win a single one. Happens a lot. That's the problem with the Omen of Crystallization. But we won twice, so that's why we do a bulk craft. We ignored these, left them for the later. So we can craft out of these two. So let's say if you want to get a modifier that is quite common, let's say in prefix, increase spell damage while you have full energy shield. So if you're running energy shield and didn't convert all your energy shield to mana, you can get this quite easily. So we take Kurgal. So we take So we take a Kurgal corresponding Omen of the Black Blooded. Desecration time will only guarantee a Kurgal modifier. We activate this. The next one we activate that it goes to a prefix because it's a prefix modifier. And then we take Collarbone, Desecrated. So now we know that it's there. For the other one, depending on your preference, you can always try to hit tier 1 life. To hit tier 1 life is a bit easier if you're using corresponding life modifiers, because tier 1 life gonna hit from perfect exalt tier 1. Tai daug lengviau išmušt, jeigu reikia jums lifeo ir manos, kas stekinant priklausant. Tai galim pabandyt, vieną sugadinsim, jeigu ką. Life. Turim life modifierius. Simsim daugiau.
I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
Ir kadangi mes nenorim, kad jis eitų niekur daugiau kaip tik į prefixus, mes taipogi pasimsim prefix ir catalyzationą. Exalt will only add prefix crystallization because we trying to consume life modifiers to gain life. We take perfect exalt and we get gold, which is a pile of shit. We try saving this, we can just annul and we hit off cast speed, which is not the best outcome, but we can always just try cast speed. This is all lost. This is a lost too. There's a lot of outcomes you can actually try to slam back in. Let's say we can try to go speed modifiers, and because we already have 3 prefixes, when we don't even need this, we slam back in the cast speed. Now we can try annulling again. and because we annulled the essence of the mind, we can try using prefix. Omen of Sinistral Crystallization, we can perfect the corruptness will only remove prefix modifiers. So we're trying to hit the cold damage away, not the flat mana. And we won. So that's how you return to the beginning. If you didn't hit, you just move on or recombine, because trying to hit a perfect mana tier 1 with again crystallization and everything is very shit and very hard, and it's really no point to even waste your
All right.
time trying to do that. Again, we're trying life modifiers, and then we try perfect exalt. We get evasion, which makes absolutely no sense, but then again, that's how the crystallization works. Sometimes you hit what it needs, like this cast speed with just a second ago. Sometimes we get the most random shit ever, and then we try to annul again, and we hit flat mana away. So we just take one of these, we just take one of those, the stuff we left behind, and then we just try to recombine. So we take cast speed, and then we take flat mana, and it's gone. It is what it is. Happens. Nothing new. That's why we that's why we craft in bulk. Now the next step is you would like some resistances. I usually just do lightning resistance, lightning catalyst, because lightning is, for me, in my case, corresponding with to all elemental resistance the best. Again, all the prefixes are done, so you don't even need Omen of either Sinistral or Dextral Exaltation, because there is no space for them to go into prefix, only suffix. So we take 40 lightning catalysts, and we take catalyzing exaltation and perfect exalt. As I said, to all elemental resistances, for me the best. The most time I hit is the ones with the lightning resistance. Now we just try to hit again some sort of resistance, which is cold. Again, we used lightning catalyst, we got cold. It happens. It is what it is. Now, when it comes to the unveiling, for this specific modifier on ring, we don't actually need echoes. I can show you right now. So let's say even if I deactivate echoes, and we just use this, it's guaranteed that the first 3 is gonna be that increased spell damage and energy shield if we're using the Kurgal on these rings, specific ones. So for that specific modifier, I don't actually need to use echoes, don't need to waste, because I know it's always gonna be there, because it's the small pool of Kurgal modifiers on the ring and prefixes. So it's always the first ones, one of the first options. So it's quite easier. So now we just take mana. Mana is expensive as shit.
I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
Let's see how many we get. Maybe I have some. Yes, I did have some. Just pulled out from whatever. Now we divine. The next option is to corrupt. Sanctifying it, I don't suggest. Sanctifying it can completely fuck it up. And sanctifications this season is not very hot. Again, for the outcomes of corruptions, you can always look in here at the bottom. So what is the best outcome would be is critical damage bonus and increased damage bonus 30, which would be the best perfect outcome. So that's what we're gonna be looking for. But it can always just completely shatter your whole ring by doing nothing. Like, we got dexterity, which is fair enough, but also this season we received a new Architect's Orb, which modifies a corrupted item, equipment or jewel unpredictably or destroys it. So it can give me a second implicit, or it can just absolutely disappear like that. There you go. That's one of the crafts. Gerai, kitas kratas bandysim surekombinuot call damage 3-1 su 3-1 mana. Iš karto būtų prefixus. Ir žiūrėsim, kiek gausim dabar. To. Gerai, šį kartą netaip pasisekė, kaip praeitą kartą gavom 7 tik. Kadangi dabar turim visus prefixus. Dabar kadangi turim abudus prefixus. Ir jeigu, kadangi šis sezonas labai reikalauja daug cold damage, tai pasirinkom cold damage. Jeigu reikia lightning damage, pasirinkat lightning damage rekombinuojat. Tada, kaip gavo dabar mums trečią prefixą, tai yra pasimsim, kad exaltas duotų tik tai sufiksą. Ir pasimsim paprastą exaltą, nesvarbu kokį. Įmesim po sufiksą. Nesvarbu, ką gavom. Aišku, čia ahujenai gavom cold ir 1, bet nėra mums skirtumas, nes pasimsim Omen of Dexter Crystallization, Perfect or Corrupted Essence will only remove suffix modifiers. Pasimsim ir vėl mūsų Essence of Mind. Ir prefixai visi done. Turim cold damage, turim mana ir turim perfect increased mana. Ir visi žiedai yra tokie patys ir visi ahujeni. Dabar, ką mums paskutinį gaut, tai mes bandysim su speed katalistais ir vėl įsimušt cast speedą. Ir žiūrėsim, kiek iš 7 laimėsim. Šitie ringai, kas užpisa tai, kad jie ima 40 katalizationų.
Registered. Come check out what came in for you. I'll post it right away.
And that's a lag. Okay, we got all them to speed catalyst 40. Then because we already got prefix full, we don't need anything else apart catalyzation and perfect exalt. We got cold resistance. We got mana regeneration, lightning resistance. We got strength, int, total elemental resistance. We got cast speed 1, which is again perfect. So let's say when we got total elemental, here we got tier 1. We keep those. For these, what we can do is we take Omen of Dextral Crystallization, because I don't like the suffix modifier we just hit. I can take Essence of Abyss and it will remove suffix, so it replaces to bear of the mark of the abyss. Sometimes it doesn't press, like right now you cannot apply it to the target. You just press a few times and it will actually apply, so it's not gonna be a problem. So again, for these, this is a side. These we're not gonna remove because I like the modifiers. It's good modifiers. So again, we just buy up. I don't need for that much.
All right, your order is registered.
We can just keep it at 30 to save the money. Makes no difference right now. because it's end of the league. But when it comes to the cost, some of these gonna cost a lot, some of these cost less catalysts. That's why we're not using caster modifiers, because cast speed can be done with caster modifiers too, but we don't want that. We're trying to get by with speed modifiers. We take again exaltation, rarity, fair enough. We get lightning, we get leech. Leech's life is gonna be, we're gonna try to annul that. We continue. We got life regeneration, we didn't want that. We got mana, we got lightning. For this we're gonna try again. So far for this we're gonna try again. This we're gonna try again. This and this is for annulments, because we cannot again bear of the Markle of the Abyss, because we already have them. And for these we still can try to get hit bear of the Markle of the Abyss, because it's 1 and 2. So we lost. We got the mana light and we lost that. So now we can annul. We successfully annulled bear of the Markle of the Abyss. Now we annul that, and then we're gonna try to hit cast speed again on this. For this we annul and see what we had. Bear of the Markle of the Abyss, so we win again. We can try again. For this we hit mana, which is fair enough, which is good, because now we can take this and suffix, and we can just do this. And because leech is the only one that's left, we just have to press a few times, but happens. And then we can again try on all of these.
Oh, it's you.
Sometimes you win fast, sometimes you not. We use catalyzing again. Sometimes you can hit 6 out of 7 cast speed, sometimes you're gonna hit none. Absolutely, I don't know what determines it. It's a gamble. Crafting, it is what it is. We try our best. It's gonna be alright. Makes no difference. I can hit them 40 makes. And then we take again few more catalyzings. Get rid of those. We hit rarity, which we can still try for cast speed. We hit strength, not the best. We hit dex, again, shit outcome. For this is full, we're gonna try to annul. Full, we're gonna try to annul. We got fire. In this case, because we got 2 tier 1 resistance, we can try to see what we're gonna get from Bear of the Markle of the Abyss. So I'm just gonna leave this on the side for now. For these two, we're gonna try to annul. For these two, we're gonna try to annul. This I can still try again, because item rarity is not too bad. It's a tier 1. I mean, to some people it's still good. We got strength, we try to annul. Okay, so I am not hitting any of those today, clearly. We hit something. Okay, we hit Bear of the Markle of the Abyss. I'm just gonna keep them here so we can try again, I guess, on this one. We annul flat mana. This goes away. What will we annul on this one? No, in this one I don't even need to annul. I can just force this into suffix and then try to unveil and see what there is. This one I need to annul. We annul the percentile mana, which is quite good, and then we win, and then we can try again. This one we annul cold damage, and then we annul the flat mana. We keep those on the side. These are dead. These two we try again. We got cold, we got dex. We got null cold damage, yay! Okay, so those are two dead. We can always try to craft them into the previous option of desecrating the prefix and seeing what we can get out of that. That's why we craft bulk. We don't craft one at a time, because this shit will happen, and it does happen often. So we take 2 echoes for this. Okay, these two we put away. For this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some lightning modifiers.
Let's see if there are any takers.
And take some lightning catalysts, and we're gonna try to hit some resistances, I guess. That's the best outcome at this point. So we get +4, +14 to all elemental. Lovely. It is an 82 level base, so we can hit tier 1, all the tier 1 resistances in here, as you can see previously, like this. And then we hit strength. Strength is not the best outcome, but the only possibility I have for this is 1 in 3. But I will keep it for now, because I do want to finish this craft up to see what it would be the outcome. Bear of the Mark. Oh, okay, so I need to change Bear of the Mark of the Abyss into Bone. Out of collarbones. Amazing. So I just somehow finished up the collarbones.
It's your lucky
Regardless.
help. I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
So I need to change the Bear of the Mark of the Abyss into Desecration.
I need more time.
We unveil. Looking for cast speed. Of course, we're not gonna get this easily. This would be amazing if I could get cast speed. And we got tier 1 cast speed. That's just insane as fuck. Tier 1, as you can see. We have 2 tier 1 resistances and perfect mana and tier 1 cold damage. This is a Giga Ring. Amazing. For this we can always annul with Omen of Light and look for cast speed again. For this one we already got strength, elemental resistances. For what we can do with this is force Essence of the Abyss into a suffix and try not to hit cast speed. So, and try not to hit all elemental. We're trying to remove the strength, and we won. Now we just need to take echoes. Do I have any echoes left? I do have echoes. So the best possible outcome would be for this, again, tier 1 resistance or anything of sorts. So nothing, but again, this is easily fixable with Omen of Light because it already has light, cast speed, everything tier 1 that we are looking for.
I'll check out what came in. Can I help?
So if we grab a couple of Omen of Lights,
I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
we also grab a couple of Echoes. We activate those, and then we look for. This is not good enough for me to spend lights on because the cold damage is quite low tier. Still don't understand how the fuck did we get only tier 4 cold. Oh, I know how, but yeah, that's fine. So what we're looking for, you can get recover 2% mana kill, 3% maximum life on kill, cold damage tier 3 is good enough, I guess. We're not gonna look for the best possible outcome in here. I'm just trying to show you how to craft these. So again, we put all these away. This amazing ring. Then we go into
It's you.
we get mana catalysts.
I'll post it right away.
So we get
You've received a shipment. I'll post it right away.
we're only gonna need two. Only gonna need two. Now we need to divine these. We'll be back. So okay, divines are done. Should be alright. So I got 40, 43, 43. That'll be plenty enough. Not looking for perfect, because we're just gonna. So we break this and this, both bricked, but and this is complete brick. But this is how you craft them. Also wanted to say that there is plenty of options for the bases. So let's say you go into an emulator. There's plenty of bases. You don't need to use breach. Breach is only good because it takes up quantity up to 50, quality up to 50. So that's the most increase. But let's say if you need total elemental resistance, increased rarity, increased cast speed, increased lightning resistance, chaos, all these additional rings. So that's why, for example, me, I'm using cast speed because I need quite a lot of cast speed. So I get cast speed here, and then I can also get skill speed as a suffix and desecration. And you can always add corruption of skill speed, so you can stack a lot of cast speed with Calandrus of Touch. It just reflects the opposite ring mirror, and that's how you can stack cast speed.